this part of celebration helps me think, clear my mind. So whenever I feel any type of way, I just come through here and I take a nice quick little drive. Today is the day that I'm going to share Joelle's story. And I've been staring at this camera for I don't know how long, guys, trying to get myself together. I thought that that it was going to be a little easier because November 16 will be 3 years. And November 8th, he would have been going on 36. And I've been thinking over and over how I'm going to put this video together, because I'm going to share some stuff that some people might not approve, some people might not want to see, but I really don't care because he's my son and this is our story to tell. And so I'm going to do the best that I can and put myself together. I'm going to try to put myself together. You might not see me much because I'm going to be sharing stuff as I speak to you guys on this screen. So I just want things to come out perfect, and I want to speak from my heart. Obviously, he's my son. So I want to dedicate this video to him for Father's Day. Charlie can't see me sad because right away he tries to like give me love and comfort me, right? Anyways, how do I even start this video? To be honest, I don't even know. Joelle is my firstborn. I don't want to keep saying Joelle is my firstborn. I had him when I was 15. I was going on 16 February 7, and he was born November 8. So I was 15 for a little bit still when I had him. There I go again. Joelle, it was scary. It was scary for me because he was my first baby and I was just a baby myself. I mentioned before that my dad wanted me to get rid of Joelle. And yes, I'm going to speak about people here because you know what? These are people that have hurt me and kind of still do. So I'm going to mention people because it's not something that I do behind their back. I have spoken to my dad many times about this and nothing really changes. Anyways, it's not about my dad, it's about my son. So Joelle was the kind of baby that cried. He cried so much when he was little. But he would cry and laugh at the same time, which it was weird. Or he would cry with a smile. And I have a picture of him with my sister that I looked at him because I was trying to take a picture of him. I was getting him dressed to go somewhere, and he was smiling with his eyes full of tears. So, but yeah, he would cry and cry. And I remember to put him to sleep because I was still going to school, to put him to sleep. I was so tired because I had to get up so early and I had to rock his crib with my foot and I would fall asleep on the floor. And the minute I would stop rocking that crib, he would start crying. I'm like, Joelle, please, we need to go to sleep. So yeah, as a child growing up, Joelle was hyper. He was really hyper. He would get himself into trouble because he couldn't stay still. And I was always just trying to calm the kid down. The school told me that I should take him to a program because the things that he would do in school was just sometimes a little scary. Like, he was a little wild one when he was little, like hanging from a railing or going down. He was always doing something that was a little dangerous. So I took him to this program, and I would have to leave him there like for 2 weeks. Not leave him sleeping. I would never leave Joelle. I could have, but I didn't do that. It was a program where I would take him and pick him up like after school. So, and I know he hated it there, but I was just trying to always keep Joelle safe. I was always trying to do my best to keep Joelle safe. So, and there's a lot of things that I want to share that I really hope I don't forget. And I have a feeling that I might forget. So I took him to a little program. They were trying to convince me that medication was the way to go for Joelle to just be able to be calm and focus and all that stuff. I think we tried medication for like maybe a week or two. And I noticed that Joelle was just not Joelle. So I stopped giving him the medication. And I told him, I'm against the medication. I am not going to give him medication. I feel that eventually he will grow out of this. So by the time Joelle was maybe 12, he was getting a little better. He wasn't as hyper and as, By the time he was 14, he just shocked me. He shocked me one day. He was just the calmest person I ever met in my life. Joel was always super sweet, the most lovable thing ever. And he was just so calm at the age of 14. And he was just, I don't know, he just turned everything around because he wanted to. He told me, please, he had to go to some classes, they put him in classes where they can do more one-on-one. Because again, he wouldn't focus. He was always like, he suffered from ADD, ADHD, LD. And so they would take him to these classes and he's like, Mom, I promise you, if you take me out of these classes, I'll do better. And I was talking to him and telling him, Joelle, if I take you out of the classes, then I don't know if I'm doing you any good. He begged me, so I did. And sure enough, he did. He did really, really well. So growing up, he just wanted to work and work. And so he started working and he met someone. And that's when he got together with her. And when it comes to that, I won't mention any names because, for their privacy and to be respectful. And so he met her. He eventually moved out of my home. And a few years later, he had his first son. And Joel was just the greatest daddy ever. I mean, he just kept telling me all the time, I'm not going to do to my kids what my father did to me. So he was just an amazing dad. I was just always so proud of him and telling him all the time how proud I was of Joelle. Joelle and I had our differences. I'm not going to come here and say that, oh my God, Joelle and I always had the greatest relationship. Because, I don't know, I think it's because Joelle and I was so much alike that we bumped heads a lot at one point, because before the accident and before everything happened, him and I were in a really, really good place, and a place that I pray to God that I will get with him, because like I said, me and him were so alike, and then, I didn't see him as often because he lived far, and sometimes we would just get into little things that today I look at it, I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm always trying to say to people, listen, life is short. Don't be mad about the dumbest things, And so he was just an amazing father, an amazing uncle. And me seeing him with his kids just made me so happy, because even I wished I had a dad like Joelle. Joelle was the type of person that spent so much time with his kids, did so much things with his kids. He will get up and bathe them, feed them, take them out, do homework with his kids. You know, he just was an amazing dad. And then when it came to being an uncle too, he was just so good. He was just so good, especially when they were babies. Like, Joel had this thing with babies that he just felt like the need to like nurture them and care for them. And I don't know, he was just a great person to me, Joel. Not because he was my son, but I don't think I ever met anyone like my son. So I got a message not too long ago too that I'll probably put here. And because coworkers, he was their manager, and I guess they didn't know that he passed away, and so they would write me messages like, oh my God, I just found out, like, I'm really, really sorry. So anyways, here I am raising my son, and always trying to be as careful as I was to try to make sure that he never got in trouble, because where I lived, oops, sorry guys, I'm trying to move myself. Where I lived, it was not, you know, the greatest area. Not that it was like super ghetto and all this stuff, but Chicago's a place that if you're not careful, then, you know, your child can get into a mess. He could be a gangbanger, or he could just get in trouble. And I was always just so thankful that Joel was not that type. Never became that type. So the first time Joel even bought a car, I was paranoid, you know, because just like I'm paranoid and Nathan wants to buy a car now. Listen, I lost 2 of my boys, so I need to like lose this fear, even though it's hard. So this fear has overcome me, and I need to just let Nathan grow and do his stuff, and it's really hard for me to let go of certain things. So fast forward to Joel being a dad. Like I said, he bought his first home, and I was always so proud of him. And I would make sure to tell him before I would go to sleep. I would text him and tell him that I love him so much, that I was a proud mama. I would tell him, please don't let anyone steal your shine. You're the most amazing thing I ever met. And I have 5 kids, okay? I mean, I always tell my kids I love them and I'm proud of them. But I was always just telling him, like, don't let anyone steal your shine, because you are just amazing. And he would tell me, thank you, Mom, I love you too. And fast forward to me having COVID in 2019. He was always just taking care of me, making sure, you know, he obviously lived in Chicago, so he couldn't come and be by me, but he was always making sure that I was okay. The hospital would tell me when I was able to finally be up, because I slept for like 2 weeks straight. I was not in a place where I can keep myself awake, or I don't know. I was just in a different world to me. When I was finally able to like talk and like look at them and stay awake for a little while, they would tell me, "Oh my God, your husband Joelle, your husband Joelle sure is making sure we're taking good care of you, Mom." And I was like, "That's my son. That's my oldest son." And they're like, "Oh yeah, well you got a good one there." And he was just stalking them. Did you feed my mother? Is my mother okay? Did my mother get her medication? Are you guys doing? He was just on top of it. It was amazing. I spent 31 days in the hospital, so I spent my birthday in there. And this is the clip that he sent me on my birthday. And it touched my heart. I just motivate me that I really needed to get up from that bed, because he was so afraid of losing me. He kept telling me, "Mom, you can't leave us yet." We need you. I need you. He kept telling me, I need you. You can't leave us. You gotta fight, Mom. You gotta fight. And he would tell me things that I should ask for in the hospital to make me stronger and healthier and better. He's like, you gotta fight, Mom. You can't leave us. I need you still. Little did he knew that he wasn't as afraid as I was losing him. So yeah, I come home after COVID, and when you go through something that is really scary and you know that you got a second chance, even though God has given me so many chances, because I could have died giving birth to Jonathan, and unfortunately Jonathan's the one that passed away weeks later. When you go through something like that, you start appreciating your family better. You start appreciating just the air that you breathe, because I couldn't even breathe. And my kids just became that motivation for me, that just pushing me to like I want to be there more, physically, emotionally, in any way I can. I want to be close to my kids as possible, as close as possible. And so Joel was one of my priorities. I told him, listen, we can't be disagreeing with things and being upset because, again, we don't agree on something or whatever the case might be. So I really just want to work on getting as close to you as possible. And he was like, I love you, Mom. I'm all for it, you know? So we did. And almost every night I would text him to make sure that he was okay, make sure that he ate, make sure that he was home safe from work. And I made sure every night that I got the chance to tell him, I love you, have a good night. Your mama's so proud of you. And in the mornings I would wake up, not just with him, I started doing it with all my kids. I would tell him, have a great morning, have a great day at work. Remember, I love you. And then you are an amazing kid, an amazing man, an amazing person, an amazing father. And there's nothing in this world you can't accomplish. Then he started riding a bike. I remember the first time I found out he was riding a bike, I had a long talk with him. I said, Joelle, I really don't want you on that bike, please. And he's like, it's okay, Mom. He was going through stuff at home, so he was like, it's okay, Mom. I feel so free when I'm on this bike. I'm the happiest when I'm in this bike. I don't think about much. I don't hurt much. I promise you I'll be careful. He said, I promise I'll be careful, Mom. And obviously he didn't know how to do a lot of things, so he will go and practice with his friends. And I would see videos and I would call him. He already knew. I know, Mom, I know, you saw my video. I know, I promise, I'm fine. I'm doing fine. Or I'll wear my helmet. I promise that. Then one day he told me, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go, Mom. That's just things of life. that's just how God works. God takes you when it's your time. And if it's my time one day, it's my time, Mom. And I told him, Joel, please don't talk like that. And then fast forward again, guys. I had a CT scan one day, and I had to go to work, and I had to drink this thing for the CT scan because I've been having gut issues for a while now. And so they were doing a CT scan on my stomach. And I had to do my CT scan, and I came home after that CT scan with the worst headache. And it was just one side of my head. And I was thinking maybe because I haven't been able to eat right, or I don't know. I was thinking of anything possible that I could have been why I was going through what I was going through, because it was my side of the head, my eye, my face, all the way down here to like my jaw. And I told my husband, I just don't feel good. So when we got home, I went to the restroom, and I shared this before. I had a little glass jar with Downy beads on top of my toilet. It's been there for like 4 years, and it never moved once. That day I came in, I went to use the bathroom, that little jar flew. But guys, I'm telling you, it flew like someone pushed it, and it landed in the garbage can upside down. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt like if I had some heavy spirit or something behind me. And I said, if you're here for good, you can stay, and if you're here for bad, you have to go. Because that's what my mom always used to say, when you feel something very heavy on your back, only invite them and welcome them if it's something for good, and if it's bad, you tell them you need to leave your house, you need to go. So that's what I did. I got out of the bathroom, and I took a quick walk with Noah. When I got home, my daughter called, and she's crying on the phone, and I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, I'm so sorry that I have to tell you this, Mom. And I said, what? And then she said, Joelle. When she said Joelle, guys, I threw myself on my knees, which is crazy because you would throw yourself on the floor, and I landed on my knees. And I just kept begging God, because at first when she said Joelle, I thought he was gone already. When she said Joelle, I just started screaming and crying. I said, he's gone, he's gone. She goes, Mom, no, he's still here, but the doctor needs to talk to you because Joelle needs emergency surgery. He has a traumatic brain injury. And I'm thinking, okay, they'll do the surgery and fix him up, and he'll be good as new. We'll go through some therapy, and we'll go through some stuff, and then we'll be good as new. I'll be there in no time, Addie. I'll be there in no time. But I couldn't stop crying, and the pain was intense. And when I happened to see Joelle, like, go to the hospital, and the doctor wants to talk to me privately to tell me how severe his traumatic brain injury is, it was the side of my face. It was the side of his jaw, his face, his eye that he hurt the most. And it is amazing the connection that a mother has with her children. That intense pain, it just reminds me of what my son was going through. And so I begged my husband, let's start driving. My husband says it's gonna take us forever, and I know you wanna be next to Joelle, so just give me some time to try to find us some ticket, and we'll leave as soon as possible. So my husband, I kept telling him, we have to go. I have to be there next to him. I just have to be with him. And he told me, honey, I know, but I'm trying to get you there as quick as possible. Driving's gonna take us forever, and it's gonna drive you crazy. So he called the airlines, and they told him we had an emergency to please, like, what can we do? So we finally got a flight at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So we were at the airport by 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry, Charlie's drinking water. So I got to the hospital with my suitcase, with my husband, and Joelle's behind through glass doors, and I can't see him. I can't talk to him. I'm not allowed to see him or talk to him, touch him, because he's hurt so bad. It took 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks for me to touch my child, grab his hand, give him a kiss, and tell him Mom is here. But throughout those 2 weeks, he had an amazing nurse. She was so good. And she goes, Mama, just because he was put in a coma doesn't mean he can't hear you. So I kept trying to tap on the glass, this thick glass on his room, telling him, I'm here, Joelle, I'm here. And she goes, one of yous can call. One day I went and she said, one of yous can call someone else's phone and I'll take the phone in the room so he can hear you, Mommy. And I said, okay. So I called Brian or my daughter, one of them too. And she took the phone and I kept saying, Joelle, I'm here. Mommy's here. She's here with you. I'm waiting for you to get up and get out of that room so I can be next to you. So I'm allowed to be next to you, touch you, and help you get out of this. And I said, if you can hear me, Joel, give me a sign, please, that you can hear me. And I kept begging him, like, please, Joel, give me a sign that you can hear me. That you know I'm here. He wiggled his toes, guys. He wiggled his toes. And I thank God. And I told him, I love you so much. You're gonna get out of this. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be here next to you as long as it takes. I wasn't allowed to touch him, but I was there every morning and every night before I went to bed. I made sure I checked up on him. This is what my son looked like. And those glass doors. I didn't even recognize him. And then finally we got the news that they were gonna transfer him to another room. And I was gonna be able to be next to him. That was the happiest day of my life. Even though I knew his situation. And I knew that I don't know when I was gonna see him awake. I just wanted to hear his voice. So little by little, they kept taking the medicine down so he can start waking up. And every day, I begged the Lord that I could see something, that I can feel something out of him. So they gave us the news they were gonna put him to a room, and I went to the room. And when I was able to see him up close and touch him, my heart was even more broken to see my Joelle like that. I wasn't allowed to spend the night. I begged them to let me spend the night with him so I can stay there every day until I got my son up. And I went and I would just grab his hand all the time. I would talk to him all the time. I would kiss him. I would tell him, you got this. I know you got this. We're gonna come out strong. until the very first time that I grabbed his hand and he squeezed my hand back. And he tapped my hand with his fingers. For the very first time, I opened social media because so many people were asking me questions and so many people were reaching out. I just didn't know how much people this kid knew. How many people knew him and how many people wanted to know how he was doing. And all I kept coming across was about his accident, the motorcycle on the ground, guys. It was so hard for me to see. But Joel was always such a happy person no matter what he was going through. He would dance, even though he looked like he was shy. He was always trying to make somebody laugh. I used to love wearing wigs to do things, to go out and stuff like that, and he would wear my wig. Because I was always telling him, I love you, Papi. He put on one of my wigs, and he was telling my daughter, who am I? Oh my God. And then they sent me the video. I was dying laughing. His friends started sending me videos when he was in the hospital. He goes, Joel's a clown. This is the stuff that he would do. He put on my mom's boots. He started dancing with my mom's boots. And it just made my day when people would send me videos of him just being silly. Oh, guys. Joel was actually like trying to sit up and trying to get up in the hospital. And I said, we got this. We got this. We're going to go through therapy. We're going to do everything that we need to do to get him back up. Because I was determined to get my son back up. I was determined to get my son walking, talking again. I heard him talk very little. Very little. He said maybe like a couple of words one day. And it was to tell me I want to see Joelle, which was his daughter. Because she was suffering the most, I think. She was so attached to him. And I guess he was really concerned because she's a little girl. And so 8 months that I thought, we got this. Joel's trying. He's trying. I posted lots of videos on TikTok when he was moving and doing things. And then when they put the area of the cranial, the scalp area that they removed for the swelling of the brain, he started getting really sick. Blood clots everywhere, infections, and I would go see him and tell my YouTube friends that you're doing good. And he was just like, well, he wasn't. He was just doing it for me. I saw him go through so much through those 8 months. Good and bad. I went from putting his baby shoes away, his walking shoes, to looking for which ones were his favorite shoes. So I can send him away with his favorite shoes. And then I didn't have the heart to bury him with shoes on. And it's probably stupid. He's gone. Like, he doesn't feel anything. I remember that night I went to see him and he was making so much noise. The night before, he mumbled with his lips that he loved me. He said, I love you. And they called my daughter. I always call my daughter, never me. I guess they knew I was a mess. My daughter had to call me second time around to give me bad news. And she was like, why always me? I told her, because you're the strong one. And she told me they're trying to bring him back, Mom. I was like 10, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, I don't know, from the hospital, and it felt like it took me hours to get there. I was just kept getting lost, guys. A route that I kept going every day to the hospital, I kept getting lost. I screamed at God and I told him how angry I was at him and that I wanted to know nothing about him anymore. My husband kept calling me and telling me, where are you? Are you okay? Like, Adi's at the hospital waiting for you. And I said, how did Adi get there when she's so much further than me? And I'm not, I still can't find my way. I tell my husband, I can't find my way. I need to get to my son. I really need to get my son, because if he hears me, he'll wake back up. He'll wake back up. It's going to be a long video. And, I got there and wondering, because when I was at the hospital, he was making noise, and I'm wondering why he was making so much noise. And I'm like, I'm here, Joelle, I'm here. And he calmed down, and I grabbed his hand, and he was just falling to the side. And I said, Joelle, you're scaring me. Like, what's going on? And then it just felt like he got into a deep sleep, and he was just so comfortable. And I kept rubbing his hand, but I kept feeling his hand a little stiffer, like, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why do you feel like that? And I'm just thinking maybe because he just fell asleep. Days before he passed away, his feet were ice cold, and I kept trying to warm him up. And so he was just, I have a feeling that he passed away while I was still there. And God is just good. He didn't want me to see that machine go off, nothing. And I say, he's really calm now. I'm going to let him rest. And it was 15 minutes for visiting hours to be over. And I said, I'm just going to let him sleep. I'm going to let him rest because he's really calm. He's not complaining. He's just really calm. And so I left. Like 30 minutes later, my daughter called me that his heart had stopped and they were trying to bring him back, and they want to know if I want them to keep bringing him. And I say, yes. What kind of question is that? Yes, you keep fighting for my son. My son is only 33 years old. He's not ready to go. He has a lot ahead of him. He's got 2 kids. And so by the time I got to the hospital, my husband kept calling. Making sure I was okay, making sure I was there, that I was going to get there. And my husband called me one more time, and I said, I know he left me. I feel it. He left me. I know he left me. I can feel it. And my husband started crying and said, I'm sorry, honey. Joelle is gone. Joelle is gone. I got to the hospital and I was so angry, like, why? The nurse said I went in and he was gone. And I said, he had a heart machine. How did you not know that? He said his heart stopped. Why did it take you so long to get to his room? If he had a machine, then you should be able to know that his heart stopped and you have plenty of times to bring him back. Why didn't you make it there on time? She looked scared. She looked like she was crying, and she said, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. His machine didn't go off, or they didn't see it. I don't know. His machine, my daughter pointed out that it was on silent. I don't know if they did it after he passed away because it's just a flat line, loud flat line. Or they did it before, and that's why they didn't hear him. We never got to the bottom of that. Then I remember Joelle telling me, Mom, when it's my time to go, it's my time to go. That's just how God wants it. And I had to respect that. I thought this was going to be a different video, guys. And it didn't turn out that way. But I wanted to speak from my heart. I remember getting up the next morning
after I got home, just remembering preparing for my son's funeral. I remember I had to get emergency surgery the day after he passed away because my appendix was about to explode. And I had this bad infection everywhere. And the doctor, well, I said, I have a son to bury. You need to send me home. And he said, we can have two of you. It's gone. Who says that? So I said, God, please, I cannot keep going through stuff. I need to be there for my son. I need to dress him the way he likes. I need to make sure he gets the haircut that he likes. I need to make sure his shoes are right. I need to make sure that Joelle leaves the way he is. Finally, they sent me home. And I know my daughter was a little upset because she said, well, Mom, if we have to send him, we'll send him, like, I'll put a video. So I said, Adi, how can you tell me that's my son? And I know she meant well because she wanted her brother to rest. She's like, I don't want my brother in a cooler, in a cold cooler. And I know she meant well because she missed him just as much as I do. So when I got home, it was just raining and thunder and me looking out the glass doors and then going out and seeing the rainbow because that's who Joelle was. I always wanted to let me know he's okay. I'm okay, Mom. I'm okay now. So that's my boy's story, guys. He's still amazing. He still come through for me. Every time I go somewhere, I see a butterfly and a sign that says, I love you very much, with a sign, with a butterfly. Everywhere I go, I see a butterfly and signs like, you're the best, I love you, or I miss you. And I know that that's him. That's him always coming through for me. I've been debating if I show you guys all the way through when I had to let him go. And sometimes I'm like, well, that's me for my privacy, but you know what? That's who Joelle was. Joelle would have told me, let them see everything, Mom. That's just who he was. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna put a little bit of music and I'm gonna share a little bit of my happy JoJo. With that being said, Joelle, I love you. I miss you so, so much. This is my third Father's Day without you. You would write me the most beautiful letters on Mother's Day and Father's Day because you said I was both to you. And that you were so proud of me and that you loved me. And you were thankful for me. But not as thankful as I was being picked and chosen to be your mother. I was a lucky girl to have been blessed with your presence and to be your mom. God couldn't have given me a better son. Don't say that. Don't tell Nathan I said that because he's just as great. But happy Father's Day, Joelle. I love you. I miss you. Guys, I want to thank you for being here, for allowing me to share this with you guys, for listening to me, for seeing me cry one more time. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are tired of it. I'm a mother, and I'm going to hurt until the day we meet again, till the day that he's waiting for me and tell me, oh, I can't believe you made it here. Those are the things that he would tell me. But again, guys, thank you for watching. I love you guys so, so much for your love and your support that you keep giving me, for loving my Joelle as much as I did, and I do. But I'll see you guys next time on my next video. Bye, guys.
I try to figure out who I am. Not sure what I'm doing here. And the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood. Never found somewhere I fit in. Until I met you I was feeling lost. But you're the one who can make it go away. All you have to do is look at me. Sometimes I can't breathe, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try, but don't succeed. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me. The one who saves me.
I'm trying my best to hold on. It's not easy, but I'm feeling stronger with you. And the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood.
Sometimes I can't see, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try, but don't succeed. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me. The one who saves me. No, I can't get enough of what you do. No, I can't get enough of what you do. Enough of what you do.
I'll give you my everything.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love you.
But I need you there with me to go on. Sometimes I can't see, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try, but don't succeed. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me. The one who saves me. No, I can't get enough of what you do. The one who saves me. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me. The one who saves me.
Wide awake, all the memories are on replay. I reach for you, but you're thousands of miles away. Every heartbeat, every breath is filled with thoughts of you. I am so lost without you, and I don't know what to do. Sleepless nights, filled with all the things I didn't say, that I will make it okay. Turn back time, never let you slip away. Every heartbeat, every breath is filled with because of you. Without you, and I don't know what to do.
Say cheese. Say cheese. Oh, baby C. Let's see.
You should put your baby picture next to mine.
He's so handsome.
Mine's blurry as fuck.
He's so good. You love Poppy?
Yeah.
Do.
That's not good.
Beneath the moonlight, self-touch your hand in mine gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric, right? You make me feel alive.
Need music.
Okay, come on. You watch me.
I went. You didn't look.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. Happy. Hey. You happy? You good? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I love you, dog.
Glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the sea.
You falling asleep already? Your legs okay? Your leg hurts? Want me to rub you? You okay? Look at mommy, puppy.
Ease my mind. Like stars that never die. You and I will shine during the darkest times. As the leaves change color, I dive into you.
No, leave that alone. Hey, leave it alone. You got surgery, that's why. Okay?
As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Baby, this is the season of love. Baby, this is the season of love.
That's Papi's face. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mother. Happy birthday to you. I love you. Happy birthday.